Hello, hello! I'm Allie-Puff, this is Jigglypuff. Today is Tactical Tuesdays, folks. We are doing Diofield Chronicle. I'm so excited. Got a lot of stuff to say today, but let's just say in a nutshell, Diofield Chronicle. Not what I expected. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Stick around and you'll find out. I usually like to start off my streams with a pregame segment, but today we got so much stuff to discuss, so I kind of want to get into the nitty-gritty, the Diofield in-depth analysis, my experience with it, and basically and most importantly, is Diofield Chronicle worth buying? That's really the most ultimate question here. Is it worth your time? Is it worth your money? I've got my notes ready. I just want to make sure that we can go over everything that I wanted to. I prepared a couple of words about it. I don't know, to be honest, if I may say, I was a little disappointed. So I'll give my analysis and then we'll go over the beginning of the game. Diofield Chronicle, the demo is now available. The publisher is Square Enix, and it's on a bunch of available platforms, so that's pretty cool. And the release date is September 22nd, 2022. Next month already. So they dropped the demo so we all can kind of get a feel of it. What I'm about to read to you is the description that the Nintendo eStore explains about the game. So this is the beginning of a new strategy RPG crafted by a skilled and experienced development team. All new strategy RPG that chronicles an epic tale of war and honor, featuring a unique and beautiful world that blends fantasy, medieval, and modern-day influences, and a deep, yet innovative, real-time battle system. I wasn't sure what they mean by deep real-time, so I'm assuming deep means like intensive, maybe complex. Realistic diorama-style battle scenes, richly detailed depictions of the environment of the island of Diofield, combined with the unique diorama-style visuals as you command your forces like a general. And so Varkon says, I'm curious about this game, but the real-time elements scared me away. Varkon! You just touched upon a very important aspect, which I will get to because I had very much similar thoughts about that. I have some issues with this game, but these issues might not be issues for other people. But then again, I will tell you, I also did not finish the demo. I could not put in the attention into finishing it, but I did put 4 hours into it, which is actually like twice as long as what the demo was actually intended to be. This is where the meat and potatoes are, folks. This is the most important thing that I want to talk about, and I'll explain it a little further. I didn't enjoy the game, okay? I did not enjoy the Diofield Chronicle. Like I said, I think it might be my fault as far as what my expectations were for this game. Beautiful Vince says Chris Rock's face is the final boss. Oh, wow. Oh, that's hilarious. We do our due diligence here in the Allie-Puff channel, and I need to share this with you folks, some important aspects of this game so that you guys know what you're getting yourself into, because this game is $59.99, guys. $59.99. It's partly my fault for not liking this game because of my expectations for this game. I thought it was going to be something like Triangle Strategy, Fire Emblem, or Disgaea, the type of flavor of tactical game that you folks have seen me play here on Tuesdays, because it does say in this description, it's a tactical game. Really, after playing this game, I really had to ask the question, what's the difference between a strategy RPG and a tactical RPG? You know, I think we can all kind of come to the conclusion that there's no definite nutshell, all just summarized kind of explanation. And so to make it even more confusing, I actually want to quote this person named Enigmatic Being 9604. I would further specify your categories. The only similar genres I've heard that come to mind are real-time strategy and tactical turn-based, for example, Final Fantasy Tactics. Of course, of these two, I'd consider Wakefu the latter, since it's obviously turn-based. And he says strategy games as a whole seem to me more based on gathering resources, building base, and forming armies. If that is a definition of a tactical RPG, then I would say this is not a tactical game. Diofield is not a tactical game. It's not on a grid. It's on a diorama setting. Sparkon said these streams are educational. Yes, they are. Like I said, we do high quality streams here, folks. To be tactical, it should mimic chess in some way. I would agree. Turn-based. Does a tactical RPG have to be turn-based? So you guys can kind of see where it's very blurred lines here, folks. And so I think it was disappointing to me because I thought this game was going to be like Triangle Strategy, but it really, in my opinion, When I first started playing it, it reminded me of Warcraft. So I got sucked into my own expectations. I'm just gonna kind of go over the features real quick. But in a nutshell, the Diofield features are real-time, not turn-based. For me, actually, it took me 4 hours and I didn't even finish the demo. And I think it's because I'm not used to the kind of gameplay. So it took me a little bit more time to kind of wrap my head around the gameplay of it. They also have practice battles. There is a Bahamut summon. So if you guys remember from the trailer, if you saw this big ass dragon, which is an obvious Bahamut, each battle takes about 4 to 6 minutes. The bosses in this game have multiple lives, very much like Mario Rabbids. In the demo, it just went straight to gameplay, guys, and I like that. It went straight to the nitty-gritty. They wanted you to play the missions, the battles, the graphics, folks. That was the smoke and mirrors, really, as far as why I got sucked into it. I thought this is a beautiful-ass game. Maybe this will be the tactics that we're looking for, the Final Fantasy tactics that we're looking for. And then also was paced very well. Another aspect, good voice acting. Good voice acting can make or break a game. The characters were very subtle and they weren't so obnoxious. Short battles, folks. So the battles are usually about 4 to 6 minutes. And then lastly, practice battles, which seems to be an ongoing practice now. I really like it. I like it when a game gives you the ability to practice the battles before. Now to the spicy stuff, folks. This is what you guys came for. What is the ugly? We went over the good, we went over some bad, and we are going over the ugly, the cons. So another boring story about mercenaries. In the demo, it didn't really go anywhere beyond you being hired as a mercenary and then you having all these different missions that you had to accomplish. Okay, so another con to real-time, not turn-based. That's my opinion. If you like real-time, get it, get into it. And then lastly, stingy item equipping. This is a big annoyance to me, folks. I hate how they're like, hey, you can only have 2 items that you can use this whole battle. Why? The verdict, the conclusion of all this, folks, is I will not be buying this. But my recommendation, try Valkyria Chronicles. It's shooting. It's a shooting game. Valkyria is a shooting game, so there's a little bit of aiming, which is something I don't usually ever see in tactical games, so I thought that was really fun. If you kind of want to check out Valkyria Chronicles, I will be playing it next Tuesday for Tactical Tuesday. I'm super curious what all your guys' opinions are so far based on what I've said. And then I'm going to play some gameplay for you folks, and then you guys can kind of see a little bit in more depth on what I'm talking about. It is undeniably beautiful. It really is. Again, see, very beautiful. Look how beautiful this game is, guys. I remember seeing that scene, I was like, oh my god, this game looks so amazing. Here are our main mercenaries.
We need to be sure the bandit's target hasn't come to harm.
All right, so here are the basics, moving units. So again, this kind of has Warcraft vibes to it, and you rescue the carriage. Easy peasy. First mission, done. You have special abilities, right? And they have cooldown periods. So these are the skills that I was already telling you about. Each one has a cooldown period. And then you can also use potions as well. Basically, these 3 folks, they have certain skills that make them a certain role in each game. So I think she is, I want to say that she's a tank, but basically they all have special abilities. So here, she can deal damage, inflicting stun. He can deal damage to an enemy. Cooldown is reduced to 0. The finishing blow is delivered. And then his is moved to specified point, dealing damage to enemies en route. One of the good things about RTS and having the ability to fight automatically is that I can talk to you folks on chat and I'm just kind of setting these commands. So I guess that is kind of cool. So this kind of had the way, honestly, in my opinion, the way that it looks to me on the battlefield reminded me of Fire Emblem, like the terrain, and the respawning looked a lot like it. And if you're curious, this is actually also from Unreal Engine, which is the same programming system. I want to show you guys Bahamut. This is what you all came here for. And the way that it works is that you build up points in order to do it, and they're kind of showing you it here. Its power is 1000. Here's all the sexy. This is you know, this is what they entrance you with, is the sexiness of Bahamut, really. There he is. As you know him, big buff dragon. Bada bang, guys. First mission, super easy. You're like, well, what's this all about? So I didn't really get further into the demo, but I do like the little hint of like, this is not all what we seem it to be. Yeah, so that's pretty much the vibe of it. I'll show you some of the other features, but you kind of get a feel of what this game is. This chick has Bayonetta vibes, obviously. Everyone loving the mom look with the glasses now, the rim glasses. And then it says the main quest as well as side quests. So there are side quests here as well. Okay, so this is as far as I got. And so in this demo, you're able to get 2 more characters, but basically you start off with these 3 and you add 2 more. One of them is an archer and the other one is a healer. But in this demo, there aren't a lot of places that you can check out. This is the equipment spot. You can get all the good things for your people. Weapons, your standard stuff. But at this point, you can only have 2 slots where you equip items, and you're not equipping each person with it, you're equipping the whole party. I guess the whole key to this gameplay is speed. Can you beat these guys fast? This is the main quest, these are the side quests. You can only deploy 4 characters at a time. I don't know how I like that. I usually like it when you are able to put 15 people on the field and just go to town on warfare. And then the other aspect that I wanted to show you was a skill tree. So this is basically you just unlocking other abilities, right? And that's pretty much it. Pretty much showed you the nitty-gritty of this game and my thoughts on it and whether or not you guys should give it a try. Thank you again for joining me. Again, it's Tactical Tuesday. We are going to stream again on Thursday, folks, for Retro Gaming. Throwback Thursday Retro Gaming, guys. We're going to be going back to Chrono Trigger. We're going to be taking down Magus. And then after that, we're going to stream on Sunday, folks. Final Fantasy Sunday. We're going to do the Floating Continent, folks. 5 p.m. PST, because we like to start early. We like to party early on Sundays, folks. The Lord's Day. Lord's Day is to get trash. All right, thank you again for joining me. Again, I am Allie Puff. This is Jigglypuff. Stay tough, stay puff, guys. Good night.